According to data from the state farm lands, Pennsylvania has a 1 in 54 chance of being involved in an animal-related crash, the fifth highest in the nation.
Yeah, our state capitol correspondent, Brendan Scanlon, tells us why state officials are now warning motorists to use caution this season and why you may want to think twice if you encounter a deer on the road.
In 2020, PennDOT reported over 5,500 deer-related crashes, which is over 4,000 more crashes than 2019.
Deer are bound to surprise you, that wildlife doesn't always follow the rules.
Officials are urging motorists to be careful during this time of year because of deer breeding season, or the rut.
It's a time of ramped up activity.
Deer move most around dawn and dusk, but during the rut, daytime activity increases.
But during the rut, they move more throughout the days.
In a split-second decision, your natural reaction might be to swerve to avoid the deer or slam on the brakes. But officials warn that both those reactions might end up doing more harm than good. Pennsylvania law protects drivers in deer accidents from higher insurance premiums, but there's a catch.
That protection only does apply if you do physically hit a deer.
Pennsylvania Insurance Commissioner Jessica Altman says if you hit something or someone else in an attempt to avoid the deer, the protection does not apply.
People could report a deer-related incident to avoid the premium surcharge, even though there was no deer, right? And unfortunately, we do see that type of misreporting.
Altman also adds that slamming the brakes may not be the best idea.
When you do that in a car, if you hit the deer, that can actually push the front of your car down and make it more likely that deer will come up your windshield.
However, there are ways to be mindful to avoid deer collisions.
Deer rarely travel alone. So if you see one deer, there are probably more in front of it, behind it, around it somewhere, and that's a time to know that you need to be extra vigilant.
And of course, warning signs.
Those signs aren't placed at random. They're put in areas that are known to have a high instance of deer vehicle collisions because they're known crossing areas.
All things to consider the next time you catch a deer in the headlights. In Harrisburg, Brendan Scanlon reporting.